Blue Valley High School has been around for 3 decades and has been showing signs of its wear and tear. You might have noticed water damage in the hallways or classrooms, trash cans collecting water in the 200 hall, or water now leaking into the lights. Blue Valley has more holes in it than a slice of Swiss cheese. Water had poured into the computer room, and ceiling tiles are now off, with plastic covering all the equipment. During last week's downpour, Tiger TV's control room started to have a leak also.
We understand that the roof has been leaking in here over the past couple of years. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's an old building, and the old building's got old leaks. They're throughout the building, and when one stops, a new one develops. So, leaking has always been a problem here. And originally, when this building was built, they added on to it over the years. And whenever you have an add-on, they're susceptible to leaks.
So how long have you been working in your room?
In this room, I've been in, I think, about 5 years.
When did you first notice the problem?
That room has leaked as long as I've worked in this building. Prior to moving into that classroom, Mrs. Henry taught in there, and it leaked the whole time she was in there. And I've been in the building for 9 years, so I know that at least that long it has leaked.
Last week, when did you first realize it was leaking?
It was after school, probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I was grading papers. It was really quiet in my room, and I just started hearing this drip, drip, drip on the ceiling tile on the other side of the room. And I've heard it before. I knew exactly what it was.
What did you have to do to get it fixed?
I had to walk around and find custodians. They weren't available, so I had to go to Mrs. Wood in the office, and she got on a walkie-talkie and called the custodians to go take a look. And Mr. Mountain met me at the room, and he said he didn't want to take the tiles out because he was afraid that would cause a bigger problem. It would just make all of the water pour. So I believe he was thinking that those tiles were kind of catching the water. Since it was right up next to the wall where my projection screen is, we took the screen down, and so that stayed down for about a week until the water wasn't dripping anymore.
In the words of Henry Longfellow, the best thing one can do when it's raining is to let it rain. One thing he didn't tell us is to have a bucket handy. Photographer Logan Patel, Josh Custine, Tiger TV.